Okay, so hello everyone, good evening for all the students present here. All right, so let's start the session. Okay, so let me present the screen. All right, am I audible correctly? And is my screen visible? So confirm me that my audible and can you see my screen? Hmm? Let me zoom my code so that it is visible correctly for you. So this is the code which we were working yesterday, correct? Okay, so what did we, which was the last one? That is here, get element by tag name. Okay, now we know how to write a JavaScript code, correct? We know how to write a JavaScript code and how to make a effect on the HTML elements. That's what we have done yesterday, right? So how to put a CSS property or how to change the behavior of a HTML tag from the script tag. Script tag is nothing but a JavaScript code. Done until here, everyone done? Okay, so let's continue. So normally, if you want to continue, we need to put the code which we have already done. We will send it below. Okay, so same thing I will do. I have sent the previous code below and let all the codes will be commented in here itself. Okay, later on if you want to revise or if you want to go back or if you have any doubt, all the codes will be at the bottom itself. You can find it easily. You can uncomment them and you can again see the output. All right, okay, it will be there itself. Okay, next, what I want to do yesterday, so let me host this page. So which was the page number? It was session 5. All right, so session on web tech, session 5. Okay, so we have this. Now all the element does not have any CSS property and we have one button. Yesterday, what were we trying to do? We were trying such that when I click on the button here, correct? When I click on the button there, okay, so what should be there? Then only this should be colored with red. When I click on button, this should go disappear. Okay, until then it should not show anything. Okay, until then it should not show anything. When I click on the button itself, some CSS property or some behavior should change. That's what we are aiming for, guys. Correct? Okay. So now what I'm going to do, very simple. Come back here. Okay. So I will say, okay, as I told yesterday, okay, if we want to invoke one behavior, okay, that's what we are trying to do here. That is, when I click on the button, something should change. The behavior of the HTML should change. In order to do that, we cannot just apply a CSS property. We need to apply it by writing a function. Okay, we need to apply it by writing a function. Okay, in CSS, you cannot write a function. So, as I told, okay, so the functionality always come inside the script tag. That is, the function always comes from your JavaScript code. So, how to write a function? Very simple. That too in JavaScript, it is very simple. I believe that you have some knowledge of functions. Maybe you have learned how to write a program in C or C++. Okay, or in any other language, a basic function, how it works, you know. Okay, so what is the function? That is a group of line or group of code when executed simultaneously, that is called a function. That is a group of code will be put inside one block. Okay, when I call that function, it will work. Okay, right. So we will write one small function now. Okay, we'll write one small function. Look here. I will tell function and I will give a name AB. Okay, I have written a function and I have given a name AB. Okay, then close the bracket, open the flower braces. Okay, so how to write a function? You just use a keyword called function itself. Okay, you just want to use a keyword called function itself and you give any name for the function you are writing. In my case, it is AB. Okay, it can be any name, any random name like this. Okay, but for convention, you just give any meaningful name or any similar words with a similar words. I will give AB. Okay, this is the first function we are writing in the session. So function keyword and AB, and I have given a braces, and here in this region, what should happen? You need to write a code. Okay, what should happen? What we are aiming to do, we want when I click on the button, what should happen? That code must be written in this section. In this section. How? So what what action are we doing here? When I click, okay, when I click on the button, this first heading should be changed into a red color text. The text of the color should be red. Okay, normally if you want to change it, you know, CSS property color should be red. Okay, now I will write the same thing. How to put a red color, guys? If I want to put a red color for this heading, so how to approach this? How? So first step, what should I take in the code? So yesterday we have done same thing. So how to approach it? So can anyone suggest me in the comment box? Hmm? So could anyone comment in the suggestion box? Sorry, in the comment box. That is, how can I put how can I put the color for my heading from my script tag? That is using JavaScript code. How can I give a color? Or no, not particular how. So how should I start? What is the first command to start? And what should I do? How to approach this? That one line, can you type it in the comment section? So very easy, right? So yesterday we have discussed that itself. Okay, so already forgotten, why no reply from anyone? Why is that? Huh? Okay, so as I told, so in the code, as you can see, I need to put a red color for this heading. So if I want to put a red color or CSS property for this heading, first thing, okay, that too from my JavaScript code, first thing I have to do is I need to get the control over this heading. Correct? I need to get the control over this heading. So how to get the control over that heading? So I will say in this document, get me one element which is having the ID. and the document get me one element which is having id. What is its id? Its id is heading 1. So write the same thing here, heading 1. Okay, so on the document dot get element by id heading 1. Okay, so get the control over that element which is having a id heading 1. Done. And give that control for one variable. I'll say var a is equal to. Okay, so get the control in this document, search for the element which is having a id heading 1. Okay, and then give the control for this a. Done. Next, so I will say a dot style dot color is equal to red. Simple. So these are the two lines we need to write in order to put a red color text for this heading, that is for this h1. Is it right or wrong? Is this enough or should I add anything extra? Will it work? Forget about the function. I'm just talking about put a how to put a color for the heading. All right. So anyone have an output or any suggestion that how I have to do? No? Okay. So no. So see here, already we don't need an index because we are getting that element from ID, right? Why do we need an index? If it is a class means it could be repeated. If it is a tag name means it could be repeated. Okay, right now ID means ID won't be repeated. It will be unique for the H1. Fine. So no need for index. Yes, just if you want to put a color, this is enough. Okay, all right. So what can I do? So what I will do is, this is how we write a function. Okay, what you just need to put a color for the heading. That is what we are aiming for. For this h1, I want to put a color, right? So I will write the code for that and put it inside the function block. That's all. Very simple. Okay, so now I will save this, and if you see the output, refresh, no. Okay, so if I copy this code, and paste, now see the output. Okay, so technical writer is telling that please on the caption. Oh, you can turn on the caption in your mobile only or in your device only. Technical writer, try it out. Go to setting and tell captions. So whatever I speak, it will be coming in English, right? What do you say? Is it coming or not? So let me tell this to our technical team. Let's see, will they on that caption for you? Is it possible or not? But for time being, I think it is possible if you go and turn on the caption in your phone. Try it once. All right. Okay, guys. Now function, I have left it blank. Okay, now I have kept this two lines outside the function block, and I will save. And if you look at it, if I refresh, now it is working. That means this is the correct code. This is the correct code in order to apply the color inside my h1. That is confirmed. Okay, so I will cut this code and paste inside the function. I will save. Okay, I will save. Then I will say, if I refresh, now it is going away. It is not applying the color. Why is that? Because if you put these two lines inside the function block, okay, these two lines will be executed only when you will call this function. Okay, so for example, so if I do like this, it is, we will get the output. If you go here, if I refresh, this is having a color. That is right, we already know. But see here, that is, each line is executed from the starting line. All the lines are executed. It will come inside the function block is empty, and it will execute these two lines, and you will get a color like this. But if you cut and paste here, okay, this two line will not be executed. It will be there, it will be red, but it will not be executed. When it will be executed? Whenever you call this function, then only it will be executed. Fine. That is, I'm telling that don't execute these two lines when I call this ab function. It is like a switch. When I turn on the switch, light will come, right? The bulb will be there itself all the time. When the light is on or light is off, the bulb will be there itself. When I turn on the switch, it will turn on the light. Same thing, in a same way. Okay, so see here. So this is like a switch. You have put the current inside the switch. Okay, whenever you turn on the switch, you will turn on the light. That means you have put these two lines inside the block. Which block? A function block AB. When you call this AB, when you call this function, then only this two will get executed. When it gets executed, it will put a color for this line. Getting? So how to call? Very simple. So what did we want? Okay, what did we want? So if I click on this button, okay, if I click on this button, this should be converted into red. That means when I click on the button, then only the function should get called. Then only function should get called. Okay, so go inside that button. You tell on click. When I click on the function, sorry, when I click on the button, call this function. Right? So write this code. Now go and see the output. When you click on the button, is my heading getting a red color? So try it out quickly and tell me in the comment box. Not getting the output? Okay, let's see. I will save. If I refresh, so when I click on the box, see how am I getting the output for the same code? Check the code once. Right? So see, earlier it was not having any color. Okay, only when I click on the button, it will apply a color on the heading. Is that right? So that means what? When I click on the button, the function is called. Which function is called? AB function is called. What the AB function will do? AB function will put the color on the heading, that is on this H1. Fine, fine. So everybody, just try out the code. Put on click function. So look at the spelling and all the things. should be in a smaller case, and whatever the function name you have given here, okay, same function name should be given inside the onClick attribute also. Done. And that is when you click on the button, you will get a color. Refresh. So try out. Shall we proceed? So any doubts or anyone not getting the output, check out the code properly. Otherwise, you will not get the output. Hmm? Check out the code properly. Good evening for all the students who have came now. So we told we are always going to start the session on time, right? So why? 6 o'clock is the correct time. So college will be over at 4:30, and you can attend the session for 2 hours. This is a free internship. All we need is your attendance. That's all. For that also, you are making it a bit difficult here. Hmm? Not punctual. Why? So count is very less today. Check out, guys. So call your friends also who are in the group. Hmm? All right. So this is a very important one because further we are going to build a calculator, right? So in order to build a calculator, how to write a function, how to gain the control over the HTML elements, all those things. So what's next? Okay, so can we write a function? Can we write a function to change the color then? So that is, you create another button. So I will say button on click, button on click. So I will add a function afterwards. I will say click for blue. Click for blue. That is, when I click on this button, red should come. When I click on this button, blue should come. So again, we need to write a function. So how to write a function in a similar way, or should we do in any other approach? Hmm? So that is, for both the buttons, I have to put another function. Hmm? How can we approach that? That is, now I want a different button for a different color. It's not changing for Chaitanya. So why is it? So have you written the same code, Chaitanya? Check once. Maybe you have given a different function name, or here on click it should be all in the small letters, no caps, and save the file and refresh the page and then go and press the button. It will work. Okay, why did you uncomment it? Did you get the output then? Hmm? we need another button. So anybody already done for the blue color? Very simple, same thing. Just have another function. Let's say function AB. First function name was AB. Let's say second name, I will say BC. Okay, so you can give any name. Okay, or else I will say, okay, BC, let it be. And try. I will copy the same thing. I will copy the same thing, paste, and save. So for the second button, what do we need? The color of the text. The color of the text should be blue in color. So I will say light blue. Okay. So where should we call this function now? So tell that in the comment box. Where should I call this function? So this function I have called in one button. So can I call this function in another button? So in the same button, it is not possible to call a two functions. Okay, it's not possible to call a two functions. Yes, so I will say inside the second button, I will call a second function. The second name of my second function is BC, and I will call that only. Okay, so I will come here. If I refresh the page, see here, I have two buttons. One is click on and one is click for blue. If I click this button, I will get a red color, red heading. Okay, so if I click on blue, I will get a blue heading. Right? So was this possible just by writing a CSS code? Okay, so until now we have not done this. Why? Because we have not learned JavaScript until now. Okay, so this is how you change the behavior after seeing the output. Okay, after hosting the page, we were able to put the red color around, say, we were able to put the what light blue color around, say, but that does, or it will be a stagnant. After putting the color like that, we could not change in the output. Now after hosting the page, after saying, after looking at the output, you can change the behavior of the heading. Getting, guys? Okay, so this is how you write the function and this is how you call the function here. Okay, so everyone got the same output? So this is how you add a function for your buttons. Okay, so it is not like a button. Okay, you can call this function anywhere. Okay, what I'm telling this, when I click on the button, the output should change. That is, it should put a red color like that only. It is not only a button, you can directly put for this heading also. Okay, so see here, I will just write another function cd. Okay, just to be convenient, what I'm doing is I'm just calling the giving the function name as a b b c and cd. Okay, so like that only I will say var, same thing I will say copy the whole thing and paste it here. Okay, so I will also say orange. I have another function for another color. So where I will call this cd. Okay, So on clicking this button, red. On clicking this button, blue. So I will go up. I will directly add to the h1 tag it's also. You can put it on any element. It's not that limited to only button. Okay, on click function can be put into any element. Okay, so make a good note of it. It is not like it is only the what the function belongs to button. No, you can put, okay, you can put to, you can put to any element. Earlier we have put the on click function to the button. Now I have put the on click function to the h1. Okay, so am I audible correctly, guys? For rest of you, I can see for some of you it is not audible clearly. Okay, so there is a normal poll in the comment section. Are you facing issue in listening? All right, for some of the, please bear with us for today. Okay, we will uh, correct that issue. For some student, very uh, the number is low. For I think you guys are not using earphone, or I don't know what the issue is. Around 90% of the students can hear properly, and for some students it is not possible. I'm not audible, it seems. Think, I don't know, am I is that a mistake of the mic, or the issue with the speaker of your device? Okay, we need to check that out as well. Okay, okay, we will rectify it. I have uh, yeah, I have notified it. Let's see. Okay, all right, let's continue. Okay, see here. So what I'm telling is, when I click on the H1, it should say CD. So what is the last one? CD. So when I click on the CD, that is when I call the CD function, okay, the color should be orange. So where am I calling now? When I click on the H1 itself, that is this H1 I'm talking about. Okay, so when I click on this H1, the color should change to orange. In CD function, we have orange color. In CD function, we have orange color. Getting everyone? Okay, so I will save. See now, if I click on the first button, red, that we have done. If I click on the second button, blue, that is also done. So see here, when I click on the H1, it is giving a orange color. Okay, so you can call the function in any element you like. Okay, it's not that it is limited to only for the buttons. For any element it is fine. You can call the function. Now I'm calling the orange. That is, if you want to put the orange color, the function will be called inside h1. If it is red color, the function will be called inside button. If it is blue, a second button. Okay, all right, so let's continue, guys. Okay, thank you, Omkar and Aram Raj for replying. Okay, we will see to it. We are working on it actually. Let's see. Okay, next. Now we know how to write a function. Okay, now we know how to write a function. Okay, so again, we will look for another thing. Okay, so another thing means what? Okay, so can we put some properties other than style? Until now, we were putting a style to the element, correct? So all the things what we have done is, we have put a style for the elements. That's what we have done. Okay, so can we set the attribute also? Attribute means, so normally, what is the attribute? If I have one HR color, HR, so I will save. If I refresh, see, I have one horizontal rule, that is horizontal HR tag. So if I want to increase the thickness, or if I want to increase the size of the particular line, okay, what attribute should I use? Is there attribute or should I go through the style only? Is there any particular attribute in order to increase the thickness of the line, or should I use attribute itself? Have you checked it out? Have we? I think we have done it in previous projects. If we want a horizontal line, if we want a horizontal line, have we done that or not? Hmm? That is, can we increase a thickness of the line or not? Any guesses, guys? Done or no? Okay. So do we have an attribute called size? Yes, sir. No, sir. What's your reply? So, okay. So if I have an attribute called size, can I use it directly? Uh, nice rhyming, Rahul Katare. Yes, sir. Slightly noise in voice. Okay. All right. All right. I'm using another mic. I think still the problem has not issued. Let's see. What can we do? Okay. All right. Next. Okay. So if I refresh, so what I want is I need to increase thickness, that is a width of this line. So we have one attribute called size attribute. Why nobody is recalling now? So size, if I tell it as 4, save. If I refresh, see the thickness you can notice after you putting a color. Okay, so color is equal to, I will say red, and I will save. Okay, so refresh, see, now I have a thick, now I have a thick line, which is having a size is equal to 4 unit. The width of the line has been increased, that is the size is equal to 4 unit. Like that only, if I say size is equal to 8 units, size is equal to 8 units. So notice the change. If I refresh, see, yes, it is changing. That is, we can use a size attribute and color attribute for our HR tag. So that is not CSS property. We have not used style here, right? We have not used the style keyword. Directly attribute, that is directly HTML property I am taking. I have not used style, so directly I have given color and directly I have given size. Okay, so can we put this size and put this color from the JavaScript code? That is a question. Until now, if I want to put any style, this two lines if I write, it will come. That is, I need to get the control over the element, and for the element, style dot color or style dot size or style dot width, anything you can give. Okay, but can I set it? Can I set the attributes like this from the JavaScript code? That is a question. All right, so how to set? Let's see. Okay, yes, we can set it. So before that, what I will do, I will just put all this code and I will put a comment. Okay, I will convert all the code into the comment and push it below. Or else, do one thing still better. Let me uncomment it. Okay, we will just create a new file session. So it is 15 last time, now 16.html. Come to the new page, create a new file in the Visual Studio itself. Okay, done. So after creating HTML file, create a basic structure. Delete this two line as we don't want it. Control Z. Now, what I will have, I will just simply have an h2 tag. Okay, so I will say this is the heading. Okay, after h2 tag, I will put one HR, a horizontal rule. After that, I will put a paragraph. This is the paragraph for the session, and I will save. Okay, I have only 3 tags now. Okay, I don't want it to mix everything in the last file only. Let's start up with a fresh code in the fresh document. Freshly, we will put a JavaScript code. Freshly, we will add an attribute. Freshly, we will see the output also. Done? Oh. So now what I will say is double click script tag. Fine. So we have a 3 tags and I have opened the script tag, not written anything inside it. And now go back to your folder and host the page. Nothing special. So you have a normal output, one H2, okay, one H2, one horizontal line, and one normal paragraph. Okay, done everyone? Okay, we will proceed. Okay, so now let me close the previous output. Okay, now look carefully. Look carefully. What I will do is see, I will put one color for this particular HR. Okay, I will put one color for the HR. Okay, I won't use style attribute. Sorry, I won't use style. I won't use CSS. I won't come through CSS. Directly, I need to put a attribute. That's all. Okay, so basically, I will put this. Okay, this should be there, but not from body tag, not inside a HTML tag, but from the script tag, I will apply the size for this HR. From the script tag, I will apply the size for this HR. So how to apply? So simple. First var. Okay. So normally what we want to do is I have to, okay, I will use a tag name where the variable a should be have the control on this document. On this document, get one element by the tag name. Okay, so what is the tag? The tag is nothing but a HR. Okay, and that is the first tag in the code, right? That is, just if you take HR tag, how many tag is there? Only one tag, and this is appearing first time in the code. So you need to give an index value that is 0. First position of a HR is 0th position. Fine. Next, what you need to do is simple. Come here and you tell, okay, so a dot, okay, a dot, or else do one thing. First, you put the attribute here. Okay, first you put the attribute. I will say size is equal to 4. Okay, so now, and I will say color should be black. See, if you see the output, it will look like this. The size of the line is 4 units and the color is black. According to that, it is giving the output. Fine, everyone. Okay, next what I want is very simple. See here, I want what I have written inside the size that should be taken and printed in the browser console. So where do we find the browser console, guys? That is what color I have given. That is black. That black should be printed in the browser console. That I want. That is whatever the value I have given for this attribute, that must be printed on the browser console. Whatever the value I have given for the color attribute, that must be printed on the browser's console. That is retrieving the value. So if I come here, how to open the browser console? You have to come to your browser, click on the inspect, clicked, and in this console here I want to print it. Okay, so that means retrieving the value. You are trying to retrieve some value. Correct, guys? You're trying to retrieve some value. How to retrieve this value now? If you ask me, simple. You say, okay, so you have already have a control over this HR. So variable A, inside variable A, you are having document dot get element by tag name. You have had a control. Now what you will do is you tell from that A, get me one attribute. Okay, from that A, get me the attribute. So what is the attribute? Okay, so what is that attribute that you need to mention here? That is, I want what's inside size. What is the value you have given for the size? Give me that value. That's what you're telling. Okay, so go and check it out, guys. Is it working? So is it working? Okay, after getting, obviously, if you go to the output, if I refresh, no. Why? You have got what inside the size. Okay, at the code level, okay, you have written the code in order to retrieve what inside size, but you have not written the code to print it. So how to print it? That is console.log. Okay, I will say console.log, that is print in the browser console what should get printed, what's inside this attribute. So all the control over HR has been given to variable A, correct? All the control has been given to variable A. For that variable A, get the attribute. What attribute? Okay, so get the size attribute. Get the size attribute. What's inside size? What you have given for the size, get that. That's what I am telling. So go here, go to the output. If I refresh, see what was the value of size that has been printing at the browser's console. So everyone getting the same answer, or any error or any doubt how it came? We have used a new functionality, that is get attribute functionality, which was there all this time. Okay, now if I want to print what I have given, which color I have given for this HR, what is the line of code? Tell me. So like that only. So I want to print, I wanted to print what's inside size. I have printed. Now I want to print what I have given for color. So what is the line of code? Can anyone put that code or put that line in the comment section? Hmm? Anyone, guys? Yes, correct. Very good. A dot get the attribute. What attribute? What is inside the color? Get that value. Simple. I will say print in the browser console. Okay, so this command is to print on the browser console what I have to print. So inside a dot, that is HR, get me one attribute. So which attribute? Color attribute. What is the value I have given that should be printed in the browser console? So I will save. If I refresh, see, it is getting the color, that is black. We have given a black color, right? So same thing we are getting at the browser's console. Correct, Chandan? Okay, both of you correct. Okay. So same thing, that is what we are doing is, what we are doing here is, we are we are retrieving what's inside this attribute. That's all. We are retrieving the information, what the value have given, we are retrieving it. Okay, same thing here. It is get the attribute, what's inside this attribute, what is the value I have given for this attribute, get that. That's what I have written. Fine, understood. Okay, so what I will do now is, this is how you get the attribute. Already I have mentioned the attribute in my tag. How to get it? This is a function. How to set it? That is a different function. How to set it means, in case if you don't have this size and color for the HR tag, okay, it will be empty. Okay, so if I save now and if I refresh here, see, it is giving null and null. Why? Because in HR we don't have size also, we don't have color also. Agree? Agree, guys? Okay, so in that case, we have another functionality, that is set attribute functionality. So first what I will do, I will select all this, control forward slash. Why? Just to comment it out. Correct, already exploded, very good. Let us set attribute, fine. Okay, so let us do it. Okay, so see here, HR. Okay, HR, for HR tag, what I need to set is, I need to set one color and I need to set one size also. Okay, how to set it? Very simple. So I will say, already we have a control over that HR, correct? Already we have a control over that HR. So for that control itself, I will say a dot set the attribute. What attribute? I will set the size attribute. It should be inside the string. It should be in a form of string. That is, it should be in a comment. It should be in a double quote. Make sure you give it. Okay, so I'm telling that I have a control over this. So a dot set attribute. Okay, what to set? Set the size. Okay, set the size. And what size? In that size, set 4 has size, like this. So this is an attribute name, this is a value name. Is it working? Look at the output and tell me in the comment section. Hmm? So size is equal to 4. If it is working like that only, set the color also. Yes, sir. Okay. So if I want to set the color, what should I write? Try that out also, guys. Everyone. Hmm? So one attribute which I have set as size, like that only. Yes, correct. Very good. So just color and green. That is, green is a value, color is a attribute name. So if I say a dot set attribute, and I need to specify what is the name of the attribute, and I will say green. Okay, so I will save, refresh. See, I now have a green color line. Okay, if you want to change the color, same thing, you can change it here only. So if you want green, green. Red means red. If you want yellow, you can give that also. Fine. So this is how we set the attribute. And if you can ask me, why are we doing this circus, sir? Okay, so it looks like a circus compared to how we can easily give like this, right? So size is equal to 5 and color is equal to red. Okay, so simply just in 2 3 words I can complete it. Why I need 3 lines of code, if you ask me. Okay, very simple answer, guys. Because we need minimum number of code. Okay, minimum number of code or minimum line of code has our HTML. When you write a HTML tags, there should be minimum number of code in the project or in the document. Why? For example, so go to your any Google page. So I will come here, I will go to Google itself. Very easy to show you. Okay, so what is it? Here one image and here one search box and 2 button is there and one link is there. Okay, so I will just go to inspect. Just go to inspect. If you want to recreate this page, okay, if you want to recreate this page, all you need is you can copy everything from the elements here. See what they have done in order to make the search box look like this, make the icon, make the button, and at the navigation bar. Everything has been disclosed in the elements itself. Can you see? Very simple. So come here, come to any page, or let's say I will go to Facebook. Okay, so I will click on this link as well. Okay, so this is a login page. So if you come here, right click and click on inspect. Okay, and if you go to the elements, see, inside the body section everything is here, and inside this div all the code is here. And if I hover, okay, here, here, multiple div is there, all the code is present here itself, guys. Okay, so inside the div section if I come, okay, there is another one. Okay, so see here, this div section belongs to, see, wherever I point the mouse at the left side, it is showing blue. That means this code, okay, in order to create this blue section, inside blue section, what is there? A heading, a paragraph, and that what, email box, password, login button, and all. Okay, so in order to recreate it, you can copy paste the code. Where you will find the code? Inside this div. Simple. So if I come here, here, see, there is another div. See, if you want to recreate it, you just need to come inside this div. See, there is a Facebook H2, and they have used H2 in order to write the this sentence. Facebook helps you to connect and share. And if you open this code, okay, it is not a heading. They have used the image. They have used the class, and they have used the src. And again, if you come down, if you come down to this section, there is a multiple div. If you go and see first div, which tag they have used? Form tag. Okay, so again, if you open this form tag, here they have used the input, here also they have used the input. And see, in order to create these two things, they have used some code. That means my point is, all the codes are available here itself, guys. Okay, all the codes are available here itself. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that means, the if you create your own project, or if you create your own website or application, anything, okay, anything, so the code, if every code is available here itself, so anyone can copy it and recreate it, right? So all the, what are the elements you have used, it is here, and anyone can copy it and recreate it and put as their website. In order to avoid it, we are using script. How? See here, in most of the things they have just div tag. At the last, see here, script tag cannot be copied down easily, because see, there are the links of the script. Okay, script tag cannot be copied like easily as other tags. Okay, see here, this also nobody can understand which class is there, which functionality they have given. See, big pipe before page arrives, something and all they have given. Those are default things. Okay, for the JavaScript. Okay, so that is why I'm telling minimal code must be written in the HTML. From the script tag, you can set all the attributes. Why? In order to recreate, or in order to have a good amount of security for your page content, you will be using a JavaScript. That is one of the major use of a JavaScript, guys. Okay, that is also done. And mainly You can give a customized function. You can control a behavior however you want, whenever you want. You can put it inside the function, and you can call it in any button or any way. Correct? Correct, guys? So that is why always it is safe to always it is safe to set the attributes from your script tag itself. Okay, so here just leave it empty. Okay, so if the user goes also, if your user or if anyone wants to steal your code, they can steal the empty tags. Empty tag means they can steal this content, they can steal the tag, but what they cannot steal is this attribute. Without the attribute, okay, so see here, this is the output right now, our output. Okay, so if we have set the attribute for h2 hr, all the things, they cannot know what css property or what attribute we have used if we have written the code in a certain way inside the script tag. Okay, that's what I'm telling. A very minimum code. Okay, keep the code dry in your HTML section. The code must be dry. Dry in the sense, no styling code or no attribute must be written inside the tags. That's what I'm telling. Keep the code clean and dry, and all the settings must be put from the script tag so that nobody can figure out where your code is there. Okay, all right. So that is a major purpose why we are setting from a script tag also. Understood? Everyone able to set the attribute now? Okay, so we can set the attribute for h2 also. That is title attribute we will set. Okay, so where b is equal to, in order to set anything, that is in order to put anything on the h2, first we want to do is we need to get the control over this h2 tag. So how to get the control? I'll say document dot get the element by the tag name. What is the tag name? Tag name is h2, and that is the first occurrence of the h2. First occurrence means you should mention in a index value. Okay, so first occurrence means it should be inside a index value. Okay, so now you have a control over the h2 tag. Then after having a control to your h2 tag, what you need to do is come here. I will say for that b dot set one attribute. This time I will set the attribute called title. Okay, so set the title, and what the title should be, i will say I will say head title, heading title. Let me tell that as heading title. Save and see the output, guys. Is it working? So what I have given a new attribute for my h1. Correct? A new attribute for my h1. Okay, so the attribute is title and the value is heading title. Okay, so I will come here. If I refresh, so just like that, it won't show any change. The title attribute, how the title attribute works, guys? Do you remember? Anyone? So what it will change, or how the title attribute work normally? Hmm? So anyone remember how the title attribute work? Okay, Wish is telling, are you asking me to speak in Hindi? English means what? I didn't understand. Sorry, Wish. Because in this session, the students are from Telugu, there are students from Karnataka, there are students from North also, that is Hindi speaking students. Okay, so everyone can understand English, but and everyone cannot understand Hindi or just Telugu or just Kannada. Okay, so please do cope up with the session. Okay, so from tomorrow, uh, let me try to put a live what caption so that it will be easy for some students. Okay, all right. Yes, if I hover on the H2 tag, the title will come. What is the title? Heading title. So if I move my mouse like this, yes, now I can see one title which is attached to my heading. Fine. So everyone getting the same thing? Hmm? Okay. So this is what the what I'm telling. Set attribute will do for your elements. Okay. All right. So set attribute means you can set the attribute from your script tag. Okay. So get attribute means whatever the value you have given for the tags, that will be retrieved, and you can print it in the console also, or you can print it in your document also. If you want to print it on the console, it is console.log. If you want to print it on the document, it is document.write. Correct, guys? Okay. So this is one thing. All right. Okay. So this is how you can set and get the attribute. Okay. So next, what I will do is, okay. So again, come to create a new file. Create a new file. So the new file will be session 17 dot, okay, 17 dot html. Come here. Sir, we can set the color to h2 using script. Yes, we have set the color, right? So how to set the color? Simple. We have this thing, h2 dot, what I can say, sorry, not h2, it is b dot style dot color is equal to blue. In order to put a css property, okay, in order to put a css property, this is the way. In order to put a just attributes direct html, this is a way. So see here, if I come here, refresh, see, blue color has been applied for the heading. So are you asking, can we put style also in this method? Is that your question? I didn't get it quietly. That is, can you set the style using a set attribute? Are you asking that question? Hmm? Using set attribute. Good, good, good thinking. All right, we will try to set it. No worries. So I will remove this, save it, come here, refresh. So I have a thick line and I have a heading. Okay, now I want to put a color for this heading. So what I will do, come back. Okay, so come back and I will set B dot set attribute. Did you try out? Did you try yourself? Try it. Did you try it yourself, Chandan? So what we are trying to do is using set attribute method. Can we set style? That is our question. Chandan Gowda R came out with this question. We are trying it. So did you try out yourself? Yes, sir, but not getting. Okay, fine. Let's see. Okay, so okay, reply me. Okay, reply in the comment section. Okay, so we are setting the attribute. Here also we have set the attribute, correct? So what is the attribute name? It is title. And what is the value? Heading title is the value. And it was giving the output according to that. Okay, so in place of title, what should come? If you want to apply the color for the heading. So heading means you have put a control for this heading inside B, right? So in order to put a color inside B, here what should come? Which keyword? So here, same, you have given a title. So what should come? Color is equal to green. So tell me one thing. Okay, if I want to write this same thing, okay, if I want to write it or if I want to give it directly in my what in my HTML. So this is a thing. So where it is B, I have to come inside H2. Okay, I have to come inside H2. I have to say title is equal to, and I have to tell what I need to tell is I have to give heading. I have to give heading title, I think. So what was the title I have given? Yes, heading title. This is how I have to do. Okay, so if I want to put a style, so normally it should be like this. Style color should be green. So now tell me what should come here. It should be directly color or which keyword? Hmm? Which keyword, guys? So try out. So what you have done is directly you have given color. Is that a right way? Did anybody tried it out? Hmm? So anybody getting the output? So earlier what I have done? Simple, right? See here, I have used the title and what was the value? Heading title. So in place of title, what should come? What we are applying? Here you were applying title, right? So what are you applying now? Simple, no guys. So you are applying style here. Okay, so good try, Chandan. Okay, you have given a try, correct? but you have missed out what you're applying, that you have to mention here. That part you have missed out. Okay, so what are you applying? You're applying style. Okay, you are applying style. So in that style, what are you applying? So what should come next then? Can you figure it out in the next? So what you will write inside style? Style is equal to what you will give, that should come in this double quote. One thing has came. So title you have written and heading title. For this title, what is it? Heading. That is, this is a name of attribute, this is a value for the attribute. Now this is a name for the attribute. Yes, correct, very good. So just color is enough. So try by yourself and see the output and tell me. Just color is enough. By just giving color, will it apply, will the color get applied? It will also ask the details, right? Hmm? So you need to mention. So now I will say, so then same thing guys. See here, color colon green. Same thing. How you mention in a style normally. So cut this and paste here. That's all. Okay. You have cut this and you have pasted it here. Similarly, what will come afterwards? Cut that also and paste it here. So now see the output, remove all the things from the H2 and see. So is it working correct, or did we use a correct method? Hmm? Getting everyone? What about others? So you have set the attribute. Okay, done. So if I come here, if I refresh, see, yes, now successfully I have set the color. Successfully I have set the color for my heading. And next, if you look, come here, see, color should be green. And can I give like this also? That is background color must be for green, which is a good one. Let me say light blue or yellow. Say. So how about now? Can you check it out? What I'm telling is, in style, I need two things. So I have used this syntax. One property after another one. Hmm? Working, both of them? Alright, so I'll come here. If I refresh, okay, not working in my case. Why is that? So refresh, I think I have made a syntax error. So I will say background color must be yellow. I think I should give this hyphen. Save. Correct, correct. So refresh. Yes, now I'm able to put a background color. Okay, normally whatever you write, okay, while you put a style directly to the tag, however you write, just follow the same syntax. So everyone getting the output? Okay, same thing guys. So whatever the css property it might be, you just have to give it in a two parameter. One parameter it should be style, and second parameter it should be this value inside style. To the style what you are giving, you have to mention that. Fine, everyone. All right. Okay, next, what shall we do? Okay, so next, one more property we will study. Okay, then we will be equipped. Okay, that is, in all the way, we will be ready in order to build a calculator project. Okay, so for that project, we are having all these things. We are learning all these things. Okay, yesterday we have seen that design, correct? So where was it? I have to come here. I think okay, here inside here, calculator project is there. Okay, in order to build this, okay, we are learning all of this. That is a JavaScript code, how to write a JavaScript code, how to apply, how to change the behavior of HTML elements. Everything we are learning. Done, guys? Done, everyone? All right. Okay, so let it be. Okay, so we have to learn one more thing, that is how to create a elements. Okay, so how to create a element. Okay, so what do we mean by that? Let's see. So I will come here, go to new code, sorry, new file, and give a border, that is create a basic structure, save. Okay, let it be like this, better. Done. Okay, now same thing, create one heading. This is the heading, and create one h3 tag. Welcome to the resolution minds, and create one HR, let it be fine, and create one paragraph. This is the paragraph I will tell, and save. Fine. Okay. Next, what I will do is normally open another section, the control section, where you can control your elements. That is a script tag. Fine. Okay. Now to tell us, give here one thing you give, that is, let's say, what can I give? Suppose, okay, where, okay, so what do we want is, see here, so if I go to the output, so where is session on web tag, it is session 17, nothing special. We have two heading, one HR, and one paragraph, right? So everybody followed, everybody created a new file and these elements. Shall we continue? Hmm? Shall we continue? All right. See here. What I need is, okay, the new thing, but looks very simple. I need a heading. Okay, I need a heading where between or at least, okay, where I need a heading, let's decide it afterwards. But I need one heading. That is, I need to create one heading. Suppose, let's say any heading, I need to create it. Until now, if I want to put some color for this heading, okay, we were able to put. How? Using a script tag. We need to have this control over the heading, and we were document dot get element by head ID. And what we were doing is take this control, and for that control I was putting style, or for that control I was setting the attribute. That was done. Okay, now what are we trying to do is how to create a new element all by itself. Okay, I need to create one heading, but I won't write a tag in my HTML section. Okay, I won't write any tag in this section. Okay, but I want to create the heading from my script tag. From my script tag. How means very simple that also, but it is having few steps. Okay, it is having few steps. What are those steps? See here, look at one thing. One thing you have to decide when you are creating any tags or any new element, you need to decide first itself. Okay, first itself, what you need to decide is where you are putting that heading or where you are putting that paragraph. If I want to create one paragraph, where I am putting, where that paragraph should be. Okay, that you need to decide. Suppose if I want to create one paragraph, inside which tag, in which section it should be, it should be placed. That thing you have to decide. Right now, everything is an individual tag here. So if I want to create one heading, you cannot create anywhere inside these tags. I cannot create heading inside the heading. I cannot create heading inside the paragraph. So inside which tag I can place the heading normally, guys? So I cannot directly write a heading inside a H2 or H3 or HR or paragraph. So for that purpose, I want to place that heading inside one tag. So what can we do in that case? So is there a tag where you can just put heading or just put paragraph? Anything is fine. Is there a tag like that? I think you know, guys, this is very easy. So inside which tag you can directly put heading? That's what I'm asking you. Hmm? Why no reply? It is very easy, right? So which is the tag which can contain another tag? Title tag? How come it's a title, Shobha? Can we put heading tag inside title tag? we can, okay, okay, so we can do like this, right? That is what I'm trying to say is, whenever you want to create something, first you need to have a particular space. For example, if you want to build the house, okay, just directly you can build the house like that. You should have a site, right? Correct. So otherwise, if you want to park a car, directly can you park the car? There should be a parking space, right? So like that only. Now I want to create a heading, but where should I place that heading? That should also be decided before itself. Okay, correct, very simple. It is a div tag. Good, Janti. Okay, so what we need, that is the only tag where it contains the any tags inside it. That is div tag. That's why it is called as a container tag. That is, it can contain any tag inside that particular tag. You can put any tag inside that div tag. Correct. Okay, so now what I will do is, first thing what I will say, I will create one div like this. See, I have created one div like this. Okay, now I have one empty div. Now I have one parking space. Okay, I have one parking space where I can put my heading. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, now I have one parking space where I can park my heading. So now I will go and buy a new heading. Okay, at least that is a minimum necessary. If you take a car, there should be a parking space where you can park the car, whether it is a sidewalk, whether it is side of the road, or whether it is inside your house. Anything is fine. Okay, but if you are only living in PG, okay, you cannot look after the car. You cannot park the car in the private space correctly. Correct? Okay, even I was living in PG. Okay, all that what can I park is, we can park correctly. We can park our cycle correctly, or we can park our two-wheeler, that is bike, correctly. Okay, but we cannot park our car there. Okay, like that, in that situation, you cannot buy the car. It is not safe to buy the car. Okay, now I have a site here that is inside the div. Okay, inside the div, I can park my heading, that is h2. Okay, so now I will tell, now Aram say, okay, with a good confidence, I will buy the car. Okay, with good confidence, I will create a h2. Okay, how? Where? So where I am parking my h2? Inside this div section, correct? Inside this div section. Okay, again, if I involving this div section, okay, what I'm telling, I'm creating my h2 from the script tag. I'm writing the code in JavaScript to create a h2, and I'm putting the h2 inside this div. That is, I'm involving this div also. First I need to buy this space. Okay, first I need to buy this space, then I will come and park the car. Okay, so in order to buy this space means I have to take a control over this space, as simple as that. Okay, so what I will do, where a, I will first take a control. To take a control, already we have mastered it. So document dot get element by, what happened here, one second, get element by tag name, not, okay, get element by tag name. And what is a tag name? That is div, as this is a tag name, So we need to represent with the index value. Why? This is a tag name. That's why it is not an ID or class. Sorry, it's not an ID. Okay, so this is the first occurrence of the div. So I will say 0 index. Okay, all right. So then enter. I will say just taking the control is enough. Okay, you have bought. Okay, you have bought the place. You have what purchased the place on the web page here. You have purchased the place after this paragraph here. Okay, so that have been done. Now go ahead and purchase the car. How? Very simple. Again, I will take one variable b is equal to, I will say, document. On this document itself, okay, on this document itself dot, okay, what I will say, create the element. Okay, create the element. Okay, see, this is a new functionality. Okay, on this document, create a element, and I will say which element, h2 element. Which tag we want? H2 tag, correct? Some heading. Okay, but the heading must be inside a h2 tag. That's what we are trying to do. Fine, fine. So what I'm telling, create a element or create a tag, that is h2 tag. Okay, so create a h2 tag. So at the back end, at the code level, it has been created. Okay, at the code level, it has been created. Okay, now just just buying the car is enough. That means normally, if you look at from outside, what do the car have? Car have a headlight, correct? Headlight, and car will have a good bumper, and car will have a side, at the side. What will come? Windows, doors. Is that enough? Inside also important, right? The steering, the sides, the seats, the gear, the clutch. Okay, so what you have done is you have created a H2, but what should come inside H2 you have not mentioned, right? You have created a H2 tag, but what should come inside the H2 tag, that you have not mentioned. So you need to mention that as well. For to mentioning that, I'll say var c is equal to document dot. Now it is not create element. Okay, if you want to create a tag, for creating the tag, it is created element. In order to create, in order to create what should come inside the tag, that is create text node. Create text node, that is, you have created a h2 tag. Inside h2 tag, see here, you have created h2 tag like this, but what should come as a heading, that you have not decided. Just creating h3 is not enough. What should come between h3, that is also important. So that will be created using this text node. So I will say simple text node, I will say created heading. Okay, so the heading should be having this name, that is created heading. H2 is a tag and created heading is a text between the H2. Fine, guys. Okay, now I will say, okay, GitHub link $G. Okay, wait, we are working on it. Okay, so we will upload shortly. Wish. Okay, please wait with patience. Okay, so now see here, guys. What we have a control over the site. We have bought the car, and we have bought the interior also. That is, we have created the tag and we have created the what should come inside the tag, that also we have created. Fine, everyone. Okay, now what should I have to do is, okay, so what you have done is you have purchased the car and you have purchased the interior separately. Okay, you have purchased the car and you have purchased the interior separately. For which car, which interior should come? Now you have to decide. Okay, this is bit of a complicated type of shopping. Okay, if you ask me, if it is little complicated compared to how we buy the car. We buy the car very like, uh, apart from the paying money. Okay, apart from accounts. Okay, everything is easy. How to select the car, how to select the color, how to select the interior, everything is easy. Okay, so apart from what setting the money for it, everything is easy, right? So like that only, what you have done is you have created a text node and you have created a tag. Now you tell this text node should come inside h2. Okay, you need to tell this text node should come inside h2. How you will tell? Same thing, you tell h2 means b. You cannot directly write h2. You have created the element and you have put inside the b, where variable b. You tell b, inside b, append the child is a append the child is a functionality. Okay, so what should come inside b, that you need to mention here. Okay, inside b, C should come. What does the C have? C have the text node. That's how we create a tag, that is between the tag, that is inside the tag, the text should come like this. Inside the tag, the text should come between the tag always. Correct? Same thing I'm telling here. Okay, this text node should come inside the h2. One is done. Then that is not enough. Okay, almost done. You have bought the car, you have riding the car, but after everything, where you will park the car, that is also important. Otherwise, if you park somewhere else and in the morning, there won't be any car. Okay, you should again go with the Nataraja service only. Okay, so in order to avoid it, after buying the car, after putting the interiors for the car, I will also say that car, which car should be put inside this site. So that site is in the name of variable A. So I will come here. A should be contained, that is append child, append. Okay, append child inside A, B should come. Simple. Correct? See here, inside C, you should be having the text node. That is inside C, sorry, inside B, C should come, and inside A, B should come. What is inside B? This text. Getting everyone? So save it. If you come here, if I refresh, do we get the output, guys? Check out the output in your system and tell me, is this enough? Is this the right code in order to create a new element in our web page? Hmm? What do you say? So are you getting, means put a laughing emoji in a comment section. If you're not getting, means put a sad emoji or thumbs down or burning, anything according to what you feel. Keep the comment section colorful, guys. That's how it will be at least a bit fun. Okay, so to when I'm doing the session, for me also it will look nice, for you also it will look nice. Okay, so just learning means for some of students may feel bored. Okay, so actually no one should feel bored when you're learning new things, but there's an exception, right? Always when it comes to subjects, I can understand. I'm also from last bench itself. Fine. Okay, so let's see the output now. Refresh. Yes, created heading. See, so again, see, you can do this also for the security purpose. That is, when a hacker or someone tries to steal your code, all they can steal is this section. Okay, using JavaScript, you have created, sorry, using HTML, you have created this one, but using JavaScript you have created this one. He cannot find the code for this content. Right now it is just a heading, but what if I have some animations, or I have some important HTML elements and important CSS property I have put? Okay, in that case he cannot get the code in order to create this section. Getting everyone? So same thing. So I will come here, see here, I can tell, and now for this H2, I can directly say for my H2, put style and put the color also. And what the color? Let it be red color. And yes, you can instantly create the things, and you can instantly put the CSS property also. Fine, everyone? Getting? I hope you're getting. Okay. Any doubts until now? Everybody followed? Everybody able to create a new uh, element on their web page? So we have written the code for first four things, for HR, for paragraph, and for these things. Okay. We have not written the code in HTML for the heading. Done? Okay. So what we will do is, okay, so everyone, before, important notice, before putting your attendance, what you need to do is, do me a favor, just hit like and put your attendance. Okay, anyway, you will be typing so many what letters. Okay, for me, just press one more time. Press that button, press that like button one more time, and you can put the attendance. Start putting the attendance, guys, everyone. Okay, so thank you very much for your vote, for your response in the comment section, and or you liking the session poll. You have voted. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, guys. We had a very interesting and good session. Okay, so in further, okay, in future, if you want to have a more session, more interesting web pages, or if you want Angular, React, or deep, if you want to study the concept deeply, not only in the perspective of project, okay, each and everything, if you want to learn, that is also possible. Okay, so always in you can reach out in a group also. Okay, and you can reach out in the Instagram. We have resolution minds. Okay, so please do follow the page and support us, and you can reach out in the resolution mind page, or in a group, or email also we will provide. Okay, if it comes to, if you have any doubt in the codes which we have done in the session, okay, you can reach out to me in this email address. Okay, so Nitin.shetty667 at gmail.com. Okay, and you can reach me in the Instagram also, Nathan dot underscore dot shetty. Okay, so if you have any doubt with respect to what I have taught you until now, okay, any doubts in the working of any tags or working of any projects, okay, if it is not working, if it was working then but it is not working now, or if you have missed something, you can reach out to me in this here. Okay, done. Please do note down if you want. Okay, so one thing is pending, that we have to, what we have to do, we have to build one calculator project. For the calculator project, everything has been ready now. Okay, so that is, we know how to write a JavaScript code, how to include the script code, how to debug, everything we have learned. Okay, so now what we can do, directly we can apply it in our project. All right. Okay, so have a good day. So we'll meet in the next session. Okay, so we'll complete the project and we will see what can be done next. Okay, okay, guys. So thank you, everyone. So put your attendance and leave the session. Okay, thank you, everyone. Bye.